Hello, and welcome to Commit to Find Your Healthy from the UK and International Health Coaching Association. My name is Kerr, and today I'm delighted to welcome Robert Notter to talk to us about his personal commitment to find you healthy. So, Robert, we have a very wide-ranging audience, and for those people listening who may not know you, and I know you have a big following, please can you tell us a little bit about you and the work that you do?
Well, I live in New York City and I work with clients all over the world. And what I do is I help health, wellness, fitness professionals, entrepreneurs learn specifically how to find clients in a very easy way so they grow their income, they have time left over for themselves, and they know exactly how to fill their business with people they love doing work that matters. And I really break it down step by step so they can get out there and make a difference in the world and know how to have their business serve the life that they want to create for themselves and their lifestyle while still making a big difference in the world.
Thank you. And a little bit about your actual background and qualifications, Robert. So, in terms of coaching.
Yeah. Well, I started out actually in the corporate world, but gosh, it's 22 years ago. I was still in the corporate world, technology consultant. I'd always, you can see all these books back here. I loved health and wellness and fitness and meditation, and just decided, you know what, I cannot be one of those people anymore who gets up, puts their shoes and clothes on half asleep, gets on the subway and goes to work, swipes in and sits at their desk and falls asleep. So I studied to be a health coach, actually. Gosh, I was 21, over 21 years ago now. So I became a certified health and wellness coach. And I went on then to be asked by the school where I studied health coaching to be the teacher to teach their entire marketing program. So I had the gift and the pleasure of coaching thousands and thousands and thousands of students on how to grow a practice through this institute that I was part of many years ago. And then that went on really, and I kept getting coaches sort of asking me, well, how do I, grow a business, and how'd you leave a corporate job doing work that you really enjoy? So I went on to found my business coaching practice, which I talked about earlier, where I get to help people all over the world and very, very many countries to, again, get out there and take their passions into the world and find time for themselves in the process and do a lot of work that makes this world a better place.
Thank you for that. And finally, on that point, in a nutshell, how would you describe the contribution that your organisation makes to improving health and well-being generally?
For me, and it's really about it's like a ripple effect because I feel like if I can help all of my individual clients and my group clients and my students and my programs to really approach their practice from a grounded perspective where they're taking care of themselves, they are working in a way that it brings them, the fulfillment for doing what they love and to really have the plan, practical way to get clients and fill their practice. And I feel like for me, having these happy, healthy practitioners who know how to build their business, they then take that out into the world and they get to help hundreds of clients in their practice. So for me, again, it's sort of a quantum effect where it's like just builds and builds and builds and builds. So as I help all these people in my practice to get out there and help people with their health, their well-being, their sleep, their energy, all these things that coaches do, then in essence, we're all kind of coming together to make the world a better place. And again, I've said that a few times, and I think that right now there are so many people who are just getting up in the morning, going to a job they don't like. They're kind of hamster spinning in a wheel. And when they have the gift of being able to work with a coach or a fitness professional or learn to meditate, learn to eat differently, everything in their life starts to change. And for me, really, that's the bigger impact for my business is that I want to make people learn how to just embrace the fact that they can live a life that they love and that they enjoy and not have to be kind of that clog in a wheel, kind of spinning and spinning in circles. And life is meant to be enjoyed. And I help my clients do that. I help them get out there and find their clients and teach them how to do that. And I think as we all individually become happier and healthier, I feel like as we're also connected now, we're collectively all just on a really great path.
Well, thank you for that. And that's very much about how you might help others to improve their health and well-being.
Mhm.
So let's just focus on Robert Notter
Yeah.
for a moment, Robert. Yeah. So this awareness campaign, Find You Healthy, is designed to inspire more people to try new activities or experiences
Yeah.
that might improve their personal health or well-being. So thinking about yourself, what have you recently committed to in order to find you're healthy in
Yeah.
2024? Or maybe it's something you've continued into
Yeah.
2024.
Well, it's a couple of things. So I know that, sometimes when you get up in the morning, you're busy, busy and run through your day. And I commit to every morning, not just jumping to my computer or to my cell phone. I minimize my technology. I spend about 15 or 20 minutes just kind of sitting up and I breathe, I do sort of like a chakra breath where I breathe in like through my head and down into my core. And I kind of just focus on just really centering my body and letting my breath just sort of guide me through the awareness of my body, just to get myself in a very grounded and sort of centered place. So I always start my day being grounded, because I know if I don't, then I tend to kind of have my energy a little more not focused during the day. So that's really important to me, to let my breath just kind of bring me back into these, centuries old practices of meditation and breathing. And I also do fitness. I go to the gym 6 days a week. It's really important to me. I do some weight training, I do my cardio, and then eating, and there's a couple things around eating. So one is obviously I do try to eat really, really well. At the same time, I let myself cheat once in a while. So I get to have the cookie, I get to have the crisps. It's not just about having to be perfect, it's about being human. And I love chocolate chip cookies, just so you know, but I don't eat them every day like I used to before I was a health coach. So I allow myself to eat well, but I allow myself to treat myself to something that might not be considered as healthy, but sometimes, you know what, it just tastes really good.
And how would you describe the impact that all of that collectively has had on your personal well-being, Robert?
Yeah, well, it's just, I think that we all have a choice in every moment to take action towards what we want to create in our lives. Or we can think about what we didn't do well or what went wrong. We can, regret, or we can focus on what we think should happen, but is it really going to happen? And I think for me, just being present in the moment, doing things that make my body, soul, physical body, emotional body feel good, just gives me the energy and continued passion to really just tap into that place inside where my own intuition guides me on what to do next. It helps me ask just the right questions in my practice. As a person who pretty much takes great care of themselves, overall, of course, not being perfect, I think that I tend to bring that into my friendships. I think that, I'm a walking billboard, as are a lot of my health coaching clients, to here's how to just really enjoy living life. And I think that we are all here to have love in our lives, take care of ourselves, and enjoy it. I mean, there's so many wonderful things in the world to experience and do. And as you can start with kind of being in the moment and being present, and then letting your actions and your business and your personal life come from being present in that moment, things typically always unfold in the way that it was meant to be. And that's really what I try to do, is live my life with purpose and, try to inspire others to do the same.
And for anybody listening who thinks that that's something interesting they'd like to try for themselves,
Yeah.
what hints or tips might you have for a starter?
I would say find something that makes you feel really happy in the moment, and do that for 5 or 10 minutes every single morning. It could be journaling, it could be singing, it could be putting on some fantastic music and just forgetting about the stress of your day for a few minutes. It could be fitness, prayer, meditation, but something that makes you feel really, really present right then and there. And what I suggest too, for habits tend to take a little time to integrate into your life. So, but the problem is people will say, I'm going to meditate again, and they'll do it for an hour every morning for a week, and then kind of forget about it. You can't go too big. You got to start chunk bite size. And maybe you haven't been in the gym or a fitness center in a while. So commit to going for just like 15 minutes of a brisk walk, or you don't have the hour for the yoga class. So just spend 5 minutes getting back into some yoga stretches, but find something to get you back in the habit of it, and then build on that step by step increments at a time. So you're not kind of going all in to then sabotage yourself at the end. So
Small steps towards big improvements.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Words of wisdom from Robert. Thank you. And thank you, Robert, for sharing those insights and for contributing to the UKIHCA Find Your Healthy campaign 2024. And for our listeners, if you felt inspired by what Robert's had to say about his own personal experiences, and you'd like to find out more about Find Your Healthy, you can see information on our website at ukihca.com, and just click on the events tab and you'll see Find Your Healthy. And if you're interested in learning more about health coaches, or even finding a health coach, then please use the directory on the homepage, and you can look up a health coach that's near to you, or you who's going to provide you the support that you need. So for the moment, Robert, thank you so much, and we look forward to speaking to you later in the year.
Great. Thanks, everybody. Great to see you.